Hey, Nancy. Hey, Killface. Hey, Hababa. Hey, Aussie. Hey, Duckoff. I mean, I've had this one for like a year and a half now. The one that I am now using, I've had for like a year and a half. Hi, Boop. It's just that now I have no choice but to use it. Which would be fine. Yeah, Uncle Buck. Which would be fine, except that there was a lot of shit on my old laptop that I hadn't backed up. So quiet. Yeah. It might still get loud once in a while, I'm sure. So I'm gonna have to take the old one to a computer shop to see if, at the very least, if the hard drive can be salvaged. Hey, Billy. But nice. I mean, I don't have enough rice to do that. Hey, Jen. Like I don't have. Hey, Brooka. I don't get like the big sacks of rice. I don't get like the huge sacks of rice. I just get like small. Hi, Shelly. No, like I said, this one I've had for. It was not Mac, and I don't use fucking cloud bullshit. I backed up some shit. I backed up a lot of it before I went to my mom's. I backed up a fair amount to an external hard drive and then switched it over to this computer. Electric. Yeah, so I've got. See, I've got one of these, and so back before I went to my mom's, back in you know early part of the year. What was that? Like May that I went to my mom's place, May or June? May, I think. So back then, I backed up, a solid chunk. Anything that I really cared about at that time. June. So yeah. In particular, like my music. All the music that I'd had in my computer at that time, I'd backed up and transferred over to this computer. Thing is, that was months and months ago. There's honestly still a lot of music that I hadn't backed up since then. So I did still end up losing fucking lot of music. You know, probably a good. Probably a good couple hundred songs. Couple hundred at least, maybe more. And, you know, there's other stuff. You know, there were like a few other files. So there was stuff that's just fucking gone. So like I said, hopefully they can be back. Hopefully the hard drive can be you know can still be sort of salvaged. Hopefully, like the stuff on the hard drive. Hopefully, like I said, sometime the next day or two, I'll try to get down. There's a computer repair place apparently not that far from me. Your cat sucks. Aw. I didn't actually realize, but there's one actually not that far from me. I was thinking like there was one. There used to be one downtown. I'm actually not sure if it's still there. But I was thinking that was probably where I'd have to go. But apparently there's one really not far from me at all. Hey Hannah, which program do you download music on? I literally just rip it from YouTube. Which is not ethical, but shit, it's not like the streaming services. It's not like any of the streaming services actually fucking pay artists anyway. Not even YouTube Music, no. Just YouTube. Go on YouTube, you know, ooh, this song's good. And then I use a site that allows you to switch, like allows you to convert YouTube videos into MP3s. Also going to need to replace my keyboard. Because I had a keyboard that I plugged into the laptop. Because I mean, like I can obviously I can type on the laptop keyboard, but I don't find it comfortable sitting at the desk. I don't find it comfortable typing on the keyboard. Because what happened is like 9:30 at night that I got out of bed, that I finally pulled my ass out of bed last night. You know, got myself some water, sat down at my desk. Just fucking knocked the entire fucking glass over, right all over my computer, my desk, my fucking keyboard, everywhere. Just absolutely fucking everywhere. Fixable? Oh, it's not fixable. Like it's not turning on at all. Like it does not turn on at all. It's dead. Like it's just fucking dead now. My only hope is that at the very least, the hard drive Like at the very least, like my only hope is at the very least, all the shit that was on my hard drive can be backed up to an external hard drive, backed up to an external hard drive, so that I can then transfer it over to this laptop. Will say I probably not going to bother with fucking gaming stream this Saturday. We'll see how I feel on Saturday, but right now I don't fucking have it in me. It's not like, because I mean, like, my save file, like the game that I was playing, save file was on an old computer. And it's not even that it would take all that long to restore it. It's just, I'm fucking defeated. I'm just feeling so fucking defeated lately. No, I have a second laptop. Like a year and a half ago, I bought another laptop. I've used it for game. I've used this laptop for streaming other games. This is a laptop that I used when I was streaming Date Everything. Pretty sure Goodbye Volcano High. I pause. Pretty sure Goodbye Volcano High I did on this laptop. I think that what was that? What was that one about a weird house? Whatever the fuck it was. So I've streamed a few games on this. I have streamed a few games on this computer. Yeah, Edith Finch. Pretty sure I did that one on this laptop. This is also the one that I used for recording my Let's Play of Star Trek Resurgence. Not that anybody watched that one. And, on my own time, I played Cyberpunk on this one. Played Hardware's rather absorbable. Hopefully, like I said, like the memory. Yeah, I would hope so. I would hope that at the very least that I can get, because I don't want to have to fucking download all that music again. There's a lot of music, and some of it, like a lot of it, I don't remember what I downloaded. Yeah, it was like 6 months or more. It was like over 6 months worth of music, and like in some cases, like all my fucking Dolly Rots. Like I downloaded pretty much everything by the Dolly Rots. That's all fucking gone. Because apparently I did that after I got back from my mom's. No, I didn't. Oh no, yes I did. I've got a few other stuff. Got some other stuff on here, but not a lot. It's a water bottle to avoid Futures Villages. I have a fucking laptop, Hannah. I'm live on a fucking laptop right now. I've said multiple times that I'm live on a laptop right now. And then as a fun extra dollop of shit on top of it all, I got rejected for another job. Because fucking of course I did. Fucking of course I got rejected for yet another fucking job. Fucking never gonna get a goddamn job that actually pays. That has actual fucking hours. I'm just feeling so fucking defeated lately. I just need a fucking win, you know? Just one goddamn win. But I can't get fucking anything. You know, getting a new fucking job. I feel better if I got that. If that laptop had actually fucking turned on. You know? Spill out water, feels shitty, but then the laptop ends up still working. Would have felt great. But no, just everything's fucking awful. All I want to do is just fucking lay in bed all day, every day. Hey, though. I'm like, oh, hey, you know, one of my Let's Plays suddenly gets popular. Oh, yay! That's something I put, a little bit of time and effort into it. And, you know, not a huge amount, but, it's something that I do spend some time on. If one of my Let's Plays suddenly started getting a lot of views. Or, like, fucking anything. Hey, Thomas. I suppose I should actually say, I should say thank you very much to Shelly. Thank you very much, Shelly, for the $50 Ko-fi donation. Back on Monday. So, heart in the chat for Shelly. She donated $50 to my Ko-fi a couple days ago. Or hell, fucking Trump dying. Give me fucking Trump dying. I will feel happier if Trump fucking dies, you know? Just fucking something to make me feel better. That fucker's gonna live to be 800 years old. That fucker's gonna outlive me. Jen, thank you for 49. Thank you for $50, Jen. Hearts in the chat for Jen. Gonna make YouTube your living. Because I don't have it in me to learn how to do video editing. I don't have. I'm not actually all that interesting a person. Anything that I could do, there are people who've been doing it better longer. Continue outside of my comfort zone. Will the laptop specs? I don't even remember. Yeah, I'm not good at going outside my comfort zone. In fact, I'd say I'm kind of the opposite. I need to be within my comfort zone. Intel? I don't think it's Intel. It's NVIDIA. Got an NVIDIA sticker on here, Ryzen sticker. I don't fucking remember. Go in your comfort zone. No, it's like seriously, I like especially like I am in a like I fucking need my comfort zone. Some anti-Trump rant would get views. Would they though? Make a fortune. Bullshit. I would get very few new viewers. Political talk section in your channel. Politics on YouTube always gets good views. There's a million people on YouTube who, talk about politics. I'm yet another middle-aged white dude. Shit. I'm yet another middle-aged white neckbeard dude. Like... If there's one thing YouTube is not lacking, it is people who look like me talking about politics. And beyond that, what specific, what viewpoint do I have to offer? What unique perspective do I have to offer on it? One of those big old stupid mics in front of his face. True. Yeah, there is that as well. Become the Alex Jones of the left. I don't think the Alex Jones, I don't think the left can have an Alex Jones. People like Alex Jones, Rush Limbaugh back in the day, those Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro. Kind of dated myself, I think, when I mentioned Rush Limbaugh, but like those right wing rage grifters. They are very much a product of the right wing. You do get liberal rage grifters like Bill Maher, but for leftists, I don't know that you can. Anything right wing you do agree with? Nothing comes to mind. There are conservative viewpoints that I would be able to sympathize with if they weren't all fucking awful. Yeah, if the rest of their viewpoints weren't so fucking awful. Those chips okay to eat, or are they involved with Nestle? I have no idea. I just, I haven't had Lay's chips very often, but when I have, I did not like them. Like, I just don't think they're good chips, frankly. Which one did you sympathize with? I don't know. Like, Apple Store. Ugh. I don't actually know. I don't actually know if there's an Apple store in Cornwall. I don't think there is, actually. New Cheetos to try? Cool. Yeah, I don't think there actually is an Apple store in Cornwall. Beyond that, fuck no. I hate Apple. Fucking overpriced. Also, I hate doing technical support shit. Oh gods, I hate technical support. I hate doing technical support. Hate it so much. I do not. I am not good with technology. Apple used to be cool until they started unlocking phones with feds. Yeah, they weren't particularly cool before that either. Do sales, not tech support. I'm not good at sales either, frankly. Was releasing a $599 laptop this year. Well, it's about time they release something that regular people can afford. Yeah, it's about time they release something that's generally affordable. Topless car wash. I'm in this space so I could tell them about the Barbie movie. Dykov, I'm not really selling myself short. I have like 13 years of customer service experience. And during that time, yeah, I know what I've been good at in that job and what I've been bad at in that job. articulate? I am articulate. We have to sing these stories instead of narrate them. Hey, Catherine. Yeah. BetterHelp ad. Yeah, as far as getting into voice acting goes, get a job in Blockbuster. 20 years ago? Well, no, I suppose Blockbuster was still around 20 years ago. I suppose it was still around 20 years ago. Hard to say. First of all, voice acting is exceptionally difficult to actually get into. Because there's a lot of people who want to do it. A lot of people who enjoy doing it. The truth is, there's a lot of people who are really good at it. I'm a good reader. And like, doing like visual novels or, Final Fantasy or whatever, just, I have fun doing voices, even if I'm usually not good at keeping voices consistent. I do often have trouble keeping voices consistent, but and I do try to include some inflection into the dialogue. I don't know that I'd actually be a good fit for like professional voice acting. I don't think that I don't think my voice is one that I don't think my voice is one that would be a good fit for professional voice acting. And that's not even like a I hate my voice, although I don't really like hearing the sound. I don't like listening to the sound of my own voice, but that's a different matter. it's that there are certain voice types. If I correctly remind me of the Cat and Kiki. Phil Hartman. But I mean, Phil Hartman is just, Phil Hartman was Phil Hartman, though. It's not like it's not even about like disliking the sound of my voice. It's that it's not the kind of voice that usually gets used for voice acting. It's not the right pitch or something. Your sound saying meh as my notification text sound. Hey, Jenna. See, I don't. Even if I auditioned for voice acting, I suspect I probably wouldn't get it. I suspect that I probably just wouldn't be a good fit for it. Especially considering, like I said, there are so many people out there. I did. How far are you from Vancouver? Very. Do you still want to be a female librarian? Yes, I would. Is it Finn Wolfhard in Vancouver? Yeah, I'm pretty far away from that. Just a few thousand kilometers. Inflection coming out the wazoo. You can walk. Hey, foodie. Yeah, it's just not turning on at all. How far would it take for me to walk? $41 days. It would take me 41 days to walk to Vancouver. And I'm pretty sure that's like nonstop walking. Like not even without like that be with like without pausing. What kind of stuff do you have in there? Yeah, I mean I'm using the new laptop now. New-ish. As far as what kind of stuff is on there, fair chunk of music that I hadn't backed up. Some files I hadn't backed up. I have one. I'm using it. I'm using my other one. See? My phone's here and I'm on camera, so this is not my yeah, some hardcore midget porn, you know, normal stuff. That's like what I did. No, water is dangerous. Hi, Vicky. Mystery? What? Yeah, it's not trivia night. I live now. You take GLP-1 and become skinny Ariana Grande. You the Star Trek communications. Funnily enough, the ubiquity of screen communications has kind of become one of the least realistic aspects of Star Trek. Because nobody likes making voice calls. You love Cove. He is a good boy. You love Nicole and Jekka. I love your moms. I'm gonna go get more water. Back in a minute. I'm in bed so I can say whenever you want. Just get metal cage and lock patio doors. So you're gonna crate me? You think I should be? I think that's the word. I think that's the word, right? crating dogs. Where you sort of put them in a cage. Get NLP sheets also. Finished season 3 of My Little Pony. So, next up is the first Equestria Girls movie. The first and weakest. Daphne Park. And a foster dog chew the tray right out of a crate. Kind of impressive. Did we get text it? I think that's the next one. Yeah, it's going to be the next one, I guess. One that goes up on Friday. Hey, Killface. And yeah, it's Three Seconds to Breathe on Friday. Looking forward to that. The Patreon video that goes up tomorrow is going to be a Marvel characters quiz. Would I date someone of a gender other than female? I mean, I'm mostly interested in women. I don't like if I date like a non-binary person. I don't know. Man, definitely not. How does chocobo breeding work? A little wine, a little mood music. More seriously, I don't actually know. I haven't actually looked into it. I haven't really looked into the details on it. I'm honestly not sure that I want to do it, but like there is like the best summon in the game requires getting a gold chocobo, and it's like it's from what I can gather, it seems like it's kind of a pain in the ass. The chocobo breeding thing seems like it's kind of a pain in the ass. There do seem to be some cheats for it, but or like not cheats, but like some specific tactic, like some specific strategies, some sort of cheats. There do seem to be some cheats you can use to make it easier, but those cheats still require actual effort. It honestly just sounds like it might not be worth my bother. Like, it feels like it might just be just fucking padding. Just more padding in a game that's already got kind of a lot of it. Never played 7. My cousin did, so I only got snippets. Yeah, this is my. I've never played 7. Never watched anyone play it. Catherine, thank you for 10 gift memberships, Catherine. Congratulations, have a bit. Nice. Vanna, nice. DG Creative, True Blood, Pug Mama, cool. Melanie Lynn, cool. Gemini's Girl, Cosmospolitan, nice. Skyfire, and KCBG13. Huh. Pretty good batch, actually. Pretty good batch this time around. Hey, Black Rabbit. But still no Buttercup. Of course. Obviously not Buttercup. But Hab and Vanna. Cosmos has been is coming around quite a bit. Yeah, Cosmos has come around a few times lately. Melanie used to be come around quite a lot, and I feel like Pug Mama used to come around quite a pretty regularly. I think they just still once in a while. I like to play through so much. It is fun to finally play through it. Yeah, like it is fun to finally actually play through the game, even if I do have some complaints about it so far. I do feel like a pretty solid chunk so far has been not much going on. Hey, Cosmos. FF13. Yeah, we'll see if I ever get there. So you're trying the mini games? Oh yeah. Enjoying ranting about the mini games and how awful they are. Switch to win? Probably never. Fair enough, Cosmos. Sleep well. Thanks for $2, Cosmos. And good night. Anywho. Where's Fruit Cup? Don't know. She might not have expected me to come live again tonight. Thanks, Uncle Buck. Hearts in the chat for Uncle Buck. She just donated $100. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I didn't read it. For your laptop's funeral. Thanks. That'll cover me replacing my keyboard and hopefully cost for whatever needs done but at the computer shop to save my memory. I know full well that treating my phone as a fidget spinner is going to cause this little piece here to break off. But I don't really care. This is why I should have a proper fidget spinner. Problem is, I did actually have a proper fidget spinner once. Not actually sure what happened to it. I think they might have like changed some of the rules about what we can have at our desk, so I couldn't have it at my desk anymore. 10:30. Want to remember last night or midnight the night before? Waiting till I'm in extreme pain sucks. I was like, yeah, so I couldn't have it at my desk anymore, and I think I might have just like lost it or something at that point. One issue with it is that I was sometimes taking it apart. Just the way my fidgeting would decide to work that moment. I would take it apart just because I could. Just take your Rubik's Cubes apart. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that'd probably be the only way I'd be able to solve one. Good night, Killface. trying to remember. There was something I saw the other day that was up my alley that was interesting to me, but I don't remember what it was. And because we live in a time where everything is always happening, I don't really have a way of looking to find out what it was. It's a funny meme. Did see the next Life is Strange has been announced. Life is Strange reunion with Chloe coming back. Which, sure, I guess. Tab crashed on me. Sorry about that. Jason, this is my mower. You had a lawnmower? I think. Where's Booty? At home, as far as I'm aware. I mean, it's possible she could be out and about, but probably not. She's probably just, at home, sitting in her room or something. In her room or on the couch. I would assume. Not going out in that weather. Oh, is the weather bad? I never know what the weather's like, so. Her scooter will rest. So will her cooch, probably. Oh, right. I remember what caught my attention. Lore Olympus over here is apparently being adapted into an animated series. I suppose it means I really should get around to reviewing these first 3 volumes for my channel. Unfortunately, it's being developed for Prime. Which, pass. Maybe I can just pull a Hermes with it. Once the show comes out, maybe I can pull a Hermes. Hermes sometimes like to steal things. Hi, Gail. What's coming? Oh, I don't think there's a release date yet. Not for a while, I wouldn't expect. Yeah, they haven't. They've got a showrunner attached, but they haven't even there isn't even any casting news yet. That's true. I mean, I've already got Streamlabs on this one, on this laptop. Downloading another program as well. I've not watched My Melody Kuromi yet. I wonder. I recorded myself reacting to 1986 My Little Pony movie. I wonder if I should record a reaction to the first Equestria Girls movie. Because that was the first movie of G4 of seemed like it was going to be for a juvenile audience, and they started talking not so much. Character design is cool. It's the Equestrian movie on Patreon. Yeah, I don't know about streaming it on Patreon. Like, I don't know about streaming it, but recording it, maybe. just a way of sort of contrasting it with the 1986 My Little Pony movie. Wouldn't be a one-to-one thing. The 2017 My Little Pony movie is sort of a better comparison because that one's, actually the ponies. Yeah, just because like I hated the 86 movie. I thought it was a genuinely bad movie. Like just straight up a bad movie. But the first of the Equestria Girls movies was also pretty weak. Easily the weakest of that set of movies. Hello, Larry. Well, Larry hasn't been in. Larry hasn't been in since I watched it. Keep hoping Larry will show up so I can tell him. He's in Foodies chat. Well, if he does pop over here at any point, I'll let him know that I watched the movie and that I found it to be an actually bad movie. And I don't even mean bad by I don't even mean bad by today's standards. Like it's not even bad by the standards of today. It's just bad. It's bad by the standards of the day that it was made. Because like Transformers the movie came out the same year. And while that movie definitely had some criticism at the time, over time it has gotten a bit more affectionate a legacy. I was like looking up what other movies came out that year, what other animated movies came out that year. Great Mouse Detective came out that year. And that one's seen as a great movie. And An American Tail from Don Bluth. Again, very well remembered movie. And like both those movies have great animation. Just two like really well animated movies made by people who like clearly gave a shit about animation. Whereas the animation in My Little Pony was just fucking cheap. Feeble. Yeah, exactly. Feeble. Or Fievel, however it's pronounced. And, like, that same year, Disney did re-releases of a couple of their older movies, including 1959's Snow White and 1955's Lady and the Tramp. And both those have objectively better animation, despite being 30 years older. Like these are movies that came out 30 years previous, 30 years earlier, and still have vastly better, vastly superior animation. So it's not like, it's not like they couldn't do better in 1986. Is that Hasbro did not give a shit about that, about the target audience. Hasbro did not give a shit about young girls. I didn't realize Lady and the Tramp was that old either, honestly. Like, I didn't realize that movie was 50s either. It does make the Siamese cat make a little bit more sense. But yeah, I mean, like, Lady and the Tramp has gorgeous animation that still stands up today. One issue I did have with the animation in the My Little Pony movie, it often feels very, for lack of a better term, kind of jerky. Got honeycomb macadamia ice cream, individual caramello ice cream on a stick, style apple muffin, whatever that means, and strawberry donut. Both my girls and nieces loved it. Yeah, it's a great movie. But like, one thing with animation kind of relies on the way, on our brains to sort of fill in information. If you have one frame where a character is like this and another frame where the character is like this, our brains fill in the information. Our brains fill in that. Like, our brains just sort of automatically assume. We even though they don't animate those frames with the hand closing, our brains still sort of see it. But the more frames you have in between, the easier it is for our brains to fill that information in. When you're missing a lot of those in between frames, our brain, our brain's still trying to fill it in, but it looks weirder to us. And like animation can go sort of one of two ways. Like I mean, like a lot of it comes down to budget, but animation can go sort of one of two ways. Like if they don't really have the budget to fill in a lot of in between frames, they've got sort of one of two options. They can either have very limited movement, like a lot of old cartoons. Um, Characters don't really move around all that much. Flintstones, old Scooby Doo. When characters are walking, it's just their feet moving, their bodies are not really moving much, and a lot of frames, a lot of bits of them just sort of standing there, mostly still. Maybe their head moves around. You can do that, or you can sort of try to cover. You can sort of try to cover for that lack of in between frames by having exaggerated movements. So, and that's what My Little Pony did with at least with the human characters. Or humanoid characters, I guess. The ponies, not so much. But humanoid characters have like very large and exaggerated movements at all times to make you think that, the animation is better than it actually is. But all it actually does is draw attention to just how fucking cheap the animation is. Maybe they're Italian and they talk with their hands. I mean, could be. But no, because I mean, Muppet Baby's little old lady was by Betty White. I'm not sure. But it's not like that, because I mean, like, yeah, Italians talk with their hands. They do a lot of hand talking. They got a lot of hand talking. But like their hands are still generally near their face when they do that. With the humanoid characters in My Little Pony, like I said, like I was doing like this for a reason. They'd have like they did a lot of like arms like way unnaturally wide open. Barbara Billingsley was Nanny. In Muppet Babies, the nanny was voiced by Barbara Billingsley. She was also the jive lady in Airplane. Leave It to Beaver. Yeah, she was June Cleaver in Leave It to Beaver. But she was also the jive lady in Airplane. She was fun in that. Is it more or less than Facebook? I don't know. If you look it up. Eh. I don't really care about Lassie's mom or Lost in Space's mom. All I know about Lassie's mom is she was a bitch. You were sipping. My mama didn't raise no jive turkey, especially so close to Thanksgiving. It's a line in the movie. An Airplane? I don't remember that line in Airplane. Been a long time since I watched Airplane, though. Created a new way down. I thought my Lassie's mom was a bitch joke was kind of clever. you know, a little clever. And you just caught it. You need something to suck on? Have you tried Lassie's mom's? Hey, Scapegoat. After or something? Yeah, not for much longer. Doing okay? Nope. Skinner doesn't have a seat. It's because nothing in my life wants to go right. It does suck. I just want one damn thing to go well for me. You know, to get a new job that gives actual hours to, or like, for one of my Let's Plays to suddenly get popular and start getting a lot of attention and get popular. Or for Donald Trump to die. You know? Something. Something that's just a genuine win for me, you know? Good birthday gift. Gonna be a chair. Told my mom that I need a new chair, so that's almost certainly what she's gonna get me. My brother wouldn't be surprised if my brother just goes with another Philo's gift certificate or something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. Thanks for watching. Clickbait, you're like, or just like start doing clickbait titles in general, yeah. Anyway, good night, everybody.